Thank you so much to the local media who've joined us on campus for this exciting announcement and your coverage of Cottey and its programs. I want to start by thanking our coaches, our current athletic director and head coach Stephanie Beeson, our search committee, and the Cottey community for playing such an integral role in the search process and getting us to this point. I also want to thank our president, Dr. Weitzel, and the board of trustees. Several years ago, Cottey had began offering 4-year programs to its students. At that time, we were still competing at the junior college level. It was their vision and their support of our programs that allowed us to transition to the NAIA and make today possible. Here at Cottey College, we take a tremendous amount of pride in our ability to offer our students a dynamic campus experience and a challenging curriculum. In our diverse and supportive environment, our students develop potential for their professional and personal lives of intellectual engagement and thoughtful action as learners, leaders, and citizens, not just of our country, but of countries around the world. We know that across the country, college athletics plays a critical role in providing student athletes with opportunities that otherwise may have been out of reach. We know that college athletes serves as that vessel for them, and at Cottey, that's no different. 30% of our students are student athletes. And through those programs, we know they learn important skills like communication, leadership, teamwork, collaboration, among other things. As we began this process, it was important for us that we identified our next athletic director and head basketball coach to exemplify these characteristics and exemplify the idea that the most rewarding part of the college athletics experience doesn't come on the track, on the court, but it comes in the classroom and that moment when they walk across the stage at graduation. We believe that we've found the perfect match. Dr. Mitz comes to us after serving the last 2 years as an assistant professor of kinesiology at Missouri State University. She began her head coaching career in basketball at Rockhurst University, where she helped guide that program through the transition to the NAIA level. She spent 13 years at Missouri Southern, and during that time averaged 19 wins per season as the head coach of the women's basketball program. In fact, she currently ranks as the winningest coach in that program's history. In addition to being a member of PEO since 2010, Dr. Mitz has a BA from Rockhurst University in secondary education, an MA from the University of Missouri-Kansas City in higher education administration, and an MA in pastoral studies from the University of Loyola, New Orleans. Additionally, she recently obtained her PhD in kinesiology from the University of Arkansas. As all of you in this room are aware, her coaching experience, her success on the court is phenomenal. But just as importantly for us was her relationship-driven, servant leadership philosophy in all that she does. If you've ever been associated with Dr. Mitz, you know that she brings a tremendous amount of energy and passion to everything that she does. And we are so excited to see the impact that that has on our campus, on our athletic programs, and most importantly, our student athletes. It's a really exciting time at Cottey College between growing enrollment, recognition in national and regional publications, tremendous community and constituent support, and we are so excited that Dr. Mitz will be joining us for the next chapter of that story. It is my great pleasure to introduce the next athletic director and head basketball coach of Cottey College, Dr. Mary Ann Mitz.
Good morning, and thank you so much for being here. As I look out into this room, I see some longtime friends, and I see some new faces. And I just appreciate you sharing this special day with myself and Cottey College. Starting out, I would like to thank a number of people. Number one, I'd like to thank Dr. Weitzel, Dr. Landon Adams, and the search committee. But I'd also like to say that this was quite an impressive and extensive search. And so I would be remiss if I didn't thank the student athletes, if I did not thank the faculty and staff, the coaches, and President's Council that also spent time with me to ensure that this was a quality fit for not only myself, but for Cottey. I am both humbled and honored to be given this opportunity. I am equally excited to be a member of the Cottey family, and probably most importantly, I'm just anxious to get started. When I retired from coaching, a lot of people told me, "You'll be back." And I said, no, there's no way I'm going to be back in the coaching ranks. A couple of years ago, serving on the board in the Catholic system in Joplin, I was asked to take over a basketball program at the high school level. And in doing so, I recognized for that 1 year that I still had a lot of passion and that I certainly enjoyed teaching the game of basketball and the life skills that go along with it. I remembered that the game of basketball has been so good to me. It has afforded me opportunities that never would have existed without it, and it has taught me the lessons that only a sport can teach. I think Cottey College and coaching right now is a perfect fit in my career. And I am looking forward to bringing a holistic approach to the court that will bleed over into the classroom, into the community, and into the hearts of the student athletes that will be in our program. A lot of people have asked me why Cottey, and I will tell you that who I am and who I am ingrained to be fosters well into the philosophy here. Cottey College is student-centered. It is an academic institution that is exceptional, and it affords women the opportunity to develop themselves athletically, academically, and socially. And I find that I try to do for myself the same thing in my everyday life. I attended an all-women's high school, St. Teresa's Academy in Kansas City. So I, without a doubt, understand the importance of women's education. I am who I am today because of those 4 years and the leadership skills I developed and the servant leadership that was instilled in me started at that institution. And I see the same here today. And then we have Landon Adams, and we have Randon Coffey. And I was fortunate enough to work alongside of them at Missouri Southern. And I cannot say that they were the only reason, but they were a big reason that I looked into this position as long as I did. Because those two gentlemen are the epitome of support. They are wonderful men, and I am so excited that they are here at Cottey and that I am able to join them in their quest to set goals and achieve those goals here. And then lastly, personally, I am halfway between my two homes. I have a 94-year-old mother still in Kansas City, and so now I am less than an hour from her front doorstep. And then I am less than an hour from my second home, where I spent 20 years of my life, developed a church family, and deep friends in Joplin. And so personally, this was a perfect fit. In closing, goals for getting started. Number one, we are going to start recruiting immediately. And we are going to solidify a basketball roster that will be competitive starting in the fall. Next, I'd like to spend time getting to know our coaches, getting to know their programs, because I feel my job as an athletic director is to make their jobs easier and to help them to fulfill the success that they want in their programs. I also hope to get to know the student athletes, to hear their success stories, and to find out how we can make this experience better for them athletically. And then I can't wait to get out into the community and the surrounding communities and meet the leaders in these areas and meet the business owners so that we can continue to develop a strong relationship between the college and that community.